Hey guys, and welcome on into today's NBA pick video play for Thursday's action. We're going to be discussing this contest here out west between the Golden State Warriors and the San Antonio Spurs. To get all of our NBA plays, you can check those out over at stumpthespread.com, link down in the video description, and be sure to click that subscribe button on our YouTube channel. So heading on into things today, Golden State finding themselves as about 6.5-point favorites with the over-under at about 219 points. In this video, we're going to be discussing who we think has the better betting value when taking in consideration those 6.5 points with the spread. So the road team today, Golden State Warriors on the year, standing 5-3 overall. Not the kind of start everyone was expecting out of the defending champs, but Golden State looked much better in their last outing. They were able to clean things up a bit, as they looked very impressive going on to beat what's a pretty strong Clippers squad on the road by a final of 141 to 113. This was a good bounce-back result for the Warriors, who were coming off of that disappointing 107 to 115 point loss against the Detroit Pistons. And it wasn't an issue of the Warriors not doing a good job in terms of high shooting percentage. It was the fact that they were just being sloppy with the ball with a lot of turnovers. Certainly Detroit had the effort to force those turnovers, but the Warriors were able to clean things up a bit going into the last outing, where they were extremely impressive on the offensive end. They're going to try to carry that over into this one here on the road against the Spurs, and we think that offense is going to play a major role in who's able to come out on top in this one. Right now, Golden State, even with the 3 losses this year, they rank first in the NBA in scoring average and first in total assists. Their defense, however, hasn't been quite as good, but you also do expect giving up a lot more points when you're playing in these higher scoring affairs, ranking 27th in the NBA in total team defense. The Spurs have had a completely different mentality so far this year. They're ranked 27th in the NBA in scoring average, and their offensive woes have certainly been a concern for the Spurs, but defensively they've been a bit better. They're ranking 7th in the NBA in total team defense, but the point differential right now for the Spurs is nearly -1, while the point differential for Golden State is at +7. And obviously when you do the math, you get at about a 6.5 point spread here, which certainly makes a lot of sense. But the Spurs trending in the wrong direction right now. They had a very tough time in their most recent Eastern Conference road trip, getting blown out at the Orlando Magic, falling short on the road against the Indiana Pacers, and then getting beaten very convincingly in their last outing against the Boston Celtics on the road to close that road trip out east, losing that one by 14 points. And offensively, certainly a concern right now for the Spurs. They don't have Kawhi Leonard in the lineup, and that's a lot of points that are being taken out of this lineup, certainly. And the Spurs are having a tough time adapting and finding other guys to step up their offensive game. Big concern coming into this one against the Warriors, given how great Golden State has been on the offensive side of the ball. And the Spurs are going to have to bring their offensive game to the next level if they're going to have any chance at stopping the Warriors and keeping things competitive here, even on their home court, where they've been better certainly at home than they've shown on the road. They're 2-0 at home, beating the Raptors by 4 points, beating the Timberwolves by 18 points, but bringing in an even tougher opponent today, taking on what still is the top team in the NBA, even though they haven't necessarily shown it as consistently out of the gate as everyone expects to see out of Golden State. So heading into this one, like I said, we think offense is going to be the big differentiator in this one. Golden State has just been head and shoulders above what we've seen out of the Spurs offensively so far this season. And the Spurs are trending in a negative direction right now, losing 3 straight. Not going to get any easier for them in this one, going against a Warriors team who completely blew out the LA Clippers in their last outing. They're going to look to deal out a similar amount of pain here today. So we're going to side with the road team, taking Golden State, giving the 6.5 as our NBA pick video play for today's action. And again, guys, to get all of our picks, you can check those out over at stumpthespread.com, link down in the video description. And be sure to click that subscribe button on our YouTube channel. So thanks for stopping on in. We hope to see you guys in future videos. Bye.